Good morning once again, everybody. We are going to talk about the illustrious topic of chasing the goddamn labor trends. Let's get into it. All right. So, most recently, there was, at least over the past 6 months, there was this massive push behind, all right, well, it's time to pump up blue collar labor. And good God, the nonstop volley. All right, that got absolutely just artillery shell, just wave after wave after wave of going to the trades, going to the trades, going to the trades, going to the trades. Once again, if you follow the trend, you're gonna get burnt. All right, every single time. All right. The stories started coming out in the media. Oh my God, we have so few electricians, so few plumbers, so few masons, so few this, that, or the other trade that it's a national security concern and we don't have enough capable people to maintain not just national infrastructure, but if we dedicated them all to military infrastructure, we still wouldn't have enough people. And unsurprisingly, just like with every other labor trend, boom, we're going to start importing H-1B visas to do blue collar trades. Great. So you took the manufacturing jobs, you sent them overseas. Then you forced the kids to go into massive amounts of debt to get college degrees for a high-tech brain, heavy brain demand, intelligence work. Okay. Send them to college, put them in massive amounts of debt so maybe they can have an office job. Oh, we just raised the bar on those, so you're going to have to go to school longer. And oh, we just outsourced and offshored all of those. We brought in H-1B visas to do programming because we don't want to have to pay the full rate for an American trained programmer. Okay? Programmer, developer, software engineer, same line of shit. Okay. Okay. So, okay, Americans, once again, cannot compete. Westerners in general in their own local economies cannot fucking compete with foreign labor. Okay, so they got burnt. They have all this debt and they can't get hired. Fantastic. What a great fucking idea. Oh, hey, you're going to pay that back, right? Yeah, sure, bud. Yeah, I'll get right on that with my Starbucks job. Thanks. Yeah. And now they're doing it with blue collar. 6 months straight of being beaten over the fucking head. We need more people in the trades. Are you going to pay people? No. Get fucked then. All right. And for the poor bastards who, and again, I say it lovingly, for the poor bastards who decided, all right, well, I'm going to fucking go into the trades. I'm going to make that happen. You are going to be replaced by Punjab for your blue collar job. We just ran all the Mexicans out, and now we're going to replace the Mexicans with Indians. What a great fucking country we live in. Wouldn't you say? It's fantastic, isn't it? Just the most brain dead fucking ideas that you can possibly fucking have. Well, well, what happens if you let the market forces in the labor market just do their fucking job for once? What if you go through a somewhat protracted period of not enough tradespeople and it, I don't know, forces the wages to go up, providing incentive for people to actually get off their asses and become carpenters, plumbers, roofers, electricians, No, no, we can't do that. We can't have that. No, it'd be too inconvenient. God fucking forbid we have a moment of inconvenience. Regardless, you have to stop chasing the labor trends. All right. When it comes to educating yourself, when it comes to general education, do learn what you want to learn because you want to learn it, not and because you have a legitimate interest in it. Do not go out and learn things because there might be a check attached to it. Okay? Because in most cases, you go into a trade, doesn't have to be a trade. In most cases, you do shit like I did, where you go and you study very hard to be a software engineer. And you go from a salary expectation of $140,000 a year to 50, 60, 70. Okay. That's what happens when you follow labor trends. Now, I do have the one advantage that I refuse to play the fucking game and I didn't get any paperwork to validate that I could indeed do software engineering. But if you put me through tests at the time, I would beat them. Essentially, all of the messaging for whichever labor trade it's going to be. This is essentially the people in charge of this system taking bones and, imagine yourself as a dog, or, you could still imagine yourself as a human, doesn't matter. They take bones or some other equivalent and throw it on the other side of an electric fence. Yeah, if you just, walk into the fence, you might be able to snag that bone right there. Oh, gotcha. You're getting economically Hassan Piker's dog. All right. You're getting the Hassan Piker dog treatment. All right. They put something in front of your face. They try to get you to borrow a fuckload of money and undergo a whole fuckload of unnecessary bullshit. There are tons of people. Given I actually did like software engineering, but there are tons of people who go and get degrees for very hard things that they did not want to do. They suffered and they endured to get those fucking degrees. And now that they're on the other side of it, they have all the debt. They have little to none of the benefits that were promised to them. And they're going to suffer the rest of their adult lives because of it. It is a literal debt electric fence. They throw more bones, the stack of bones gets taller and taller. And they keep nudging you, they keep pushing you to just run at that electric fence. And every time people do it, they get shocked. They end up with massive amounts of debt. They get shocked. And the people who are pulling the strings get a chuckle. They get a nice laugh out of watching people continuously do the same shit over and over and over again. You have to stop. You got to break the fucking cycle. All right? If you're going to be stuck working for fucking Starbucks, don't get a fucking degree to do it. Okay? This is just me being real with you. Do not get a fucking degree to get stuck working at fucking Starbucks. All right? Not that I particularly hate Starbucks or anything. But you do not need to be getting college degrees and paying for them yourself. If these companies want to put their fucking money where their goddamn mouths are, they can fucking find people who they think are going to make it through an entire bachelor's program or a master's program because it's so preferred. If they want college educated people, if they want skilled trades people, they can fucking pay for everything connected to it. They can pay for the education, they can pay for the tools, they can pay for the hardware, they can pay for the software. They can pull the money out of their fucking ass that they will cry and complain that they just don't have. They can make the money happen. If they want skilled professionals, make them pay for it. All right? Stop taking all of the fucking risk on and just signing yourself up on hope. All right? Hopium has gotten more people into college debt than anything else. All right? You look at the economy now. Amazon just laid off more fucking people. All right? It's hitting more and more people, closer and closer every single day. Just layoff after layoff after layoff after layoff. And you have to sit there and think, like, all these people who got laid off, yeah, they might have a reasonable amount of income for a little bit with the unemployment insurance if they qualified for it. Depending on different states have different rules, but like the average is you have to work at least 6 to 9 months in order to qualify at a job, a singular job, in order to qualify. But the reality is, once that money runs out, once all that time runs out, because there's tons of people throwing out applications for every job under the sun right now. Once that money runs out, these people are screwed. They're absolutely screwed. I know firsthand. The economy is shit. It's getting worse. I don't know what the corporate monkeys are telling Big Orange Man, but they are definitely blowing smoke up his ass about getting manufacturing back to the U.S. The reality is, it'd be a pipe dream to expect it in anything less than a decade, but you can't get past the fact that as long as we're the reserve currency of the world, American labor, no matter who you try to sell to, American labor is too fucking expensive for any other country on the global market. Okay? And it's one of the reasons why we keep losing jobs in this country. Now, I'm not saying that people should be working for less, but so many things have been bent in order to keep the prices high, like the housing market, like all this other shit. We've propped up so many fucking industries and so many markets, so many sectors. We've provided guarantees and promises to prop up completely unsustainable prices. Okay? The consequence of it is we are not adaptable to the real world as long as we are the world reserve currency. If we lost that status, then we could reasonably crash the currency into the ground, pop up a new currency, and have that currency honestly be able to compete with Russia, China, Pakistan, literally any country on earth. Okay? But a strong dollar with manufacturing capacity behind it, who the fuck is going to buy our shit? Who's going to buy our shit? We cannot compete at all. The labor market in the United States is being forced every year. Every year it's being forced to compete more and more with foreign labor, the global labor market. And it has to compete with robotics and artificial intelligence now. Now, the AI still fucking sucks. All right. In my own testing with Gemini, especially after, all of the puff pieces pumping Gemini. Holy hell, I've never seen as many hallucinations from an AI as I've seen with Gemini. Okay? Truth be told, the AI is largely junk. All of it's junk. All right? But if it saves even $1 and improves our earning capacity, we're going to do it. All right? So the overall situation is shit's fucked and it's not getting any better. Don't expect it to. Much like with the last video, a parallel economy is going to form in the United States and most Western countries. When it does, your primary target should be generating something that you can trade. Okay? Generating something that you can trade. Setting up your own logistics, your own supply lines. Trading cigarettes, booze, gas, whatever's available. That's what's coming for the US. We're going to be in a fucking barter economy. Because the situation, like, the collapse is unavoidable. Okay? Back to the point. For the upteenth million time, don't chase labor trends. By the time you get there, it's not trending anymore. Don't waste your time on hopium. And with that, you guys have a good day, morning, evening, whatever. And I will see you next time.